Are American AI companies losing their edge? What if the next big AI breakthrough comes not from Silicon Valley, but from China? And what if, instead of a closely guarded secret, that breakthrough is given away for free? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what's happening. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company, is about to open source a significant chunk of their AI code. This is a huge deal, and it could completely reshape the AI landscape. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Okay, let's break down the news. DeepSeek, a relatively young Chinese AI startup, they're only about 20 months old, just announced that they're planning to release key codes and data to the public starting next week. This isn't just some minor library or utility function. We're talking about core technology here. They're making their code repositories available to all developers and researchers. That means anyone can download, build on, and improve the code behind their R1 model and other platforms. They made the announcement on X, and the AI world is buzzing. It's a bold move, especially when you compare it to the secrecy that surrounds companies like OpenAI. So, why is this so different? Well, think about it this way. OpenAI, Anthropic, and even Google DeepMind, to a large extent, operate under a proprietary model. They keep their code and data closely guarded. DeepSeek is going in the opposite direction, embracing open source. They're not just making their models available. They're publicizing the underlying code, the data used to create it, and even the way they develop and manage that code. This is a level of transparency we rarely see in the AI world. It's like giving away the secret sauce to your competitor, or is it? There are several reasons why DeepSeek might be doing this. First, open source can accelerate development. By making their code available, they're essentially crowdsourcing innovation. Thousands of developers and researchers can contribute to the project, finding bugs, improving performance, and adding new features much faster than a single company could. Think of Linux or Android, both hugely successful open-source projects that have benefited from massive community contributions. Second, open source can increase adoption. By making their technology freely available, DeepSeek is hoping to encourage wider use of their models. This could lead to them becoming a standard in the industry, which in turn would increase their influence and potentially even their revenue through services or support. Finally, it could be a talent play. Open source projects attract top talent who want to work on cutting-edge technology and contribute to something bigger than themselves. DeepSeek could be hoping to attract the best AI engineers in the world to their project. But there's also a geopolitical angle here. This move potentially escalates the AI race between the US and China. By making its coding secrets freely available, DeepSeek is helping to ensure wider adoption of its technology. This could give China a significant advantage in the global AI landscape. Some governments, from the US to Australia, are already expressing concerns about the security implications of this move. They worry that open-source AI could be used for malicious purposes, like creating sophisticated phishing attacks or generating deepfakes. It's not just about innovation, it's about national security. DeepSeek themselves say they're a tiny team exploring AGI, artificial general intelligence. They claim they're open-sourcing their code to share their progress with full transparency. They even describe their approach as pure garage energy and community-driven innovation. It's a stark contrast to the heavily funded, highly secretive approach of many US AI companies. DeepSeek emerged out of a quantitative hedge fund and hasn't revealed any outside backing, which may explain why they don't feel the same pressure to build a revenue model as their US counterparts who have raised billions from investors. This could be a key differentiator in their strategy. They are playing a different game, with different rules. Interestingly, DeepSeek's progress has already forced some larger, more established rivals like Baidu to adopt a more open-source framework. This shows that DeepSeek's move is already having an impact on the industry. But the big question is, will OpenAI, Anthropic, and other US AI giants follow suit? Or will they stick to their proprietary models? This decision could have a profound impact on the future of AI development. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, security. Open-source AI code can be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it allows for greater scrutiny and faster identification of vulnerabilities. On the other hand, it also makes it easier for malicious actors to exploit those vulnerabilities. Imagine someone using DeepSeek's code to create a highly realistic deepfake video designed to manipulate public opinion or a sophisticated AI-powered phishing attack that's nearly impossible to detect. These are real threats that need to be taken seriously. We need to develop robust security protocols and ethical guidelines for open-source AI to mitigate these risks. One approach is to use differential privacy techniques, as described in the paper, The Algorithmic Foundations of Differential Privacy by Dwerk and Roth, 2014, which would allow for the sharing of data without revealing individual information. Another approach is federated learning, where models are trained on decentralized data without exchanging the data itself. The debate between proprietary and open-source AI is complex, with valid arguments on both sides. Proponents of proprietary models argue that they allow companies to protect their intellectual property, maintain control over their technology, and ensure that it's used responsibly. They also argue that the high cost of developing advanced AI models requires a proprietary approach to recoup investments. On the other hand, proponents of open-source models argue that they foster innovation, promote transparency, and democratize access to AI technology. They believe that open source can lead to faster development, better security, and more ethical outcomes. A verifiable method to evaluate the effectiveness of each approach would be to track the number of vulnerabilities discovered and patched in both proprietary and open-source AI models over a set period. Another approach is to compare the performance of models developed under each approach on standardized benchmarks. So, what does all this mean for the future of AI? It's hard to say for sure, but DeepSeek's move is undoubtedly a game changer. It's forcing the industry to reconsider the traditional, closed-door approach to AI development. Whether other companies follow suit remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the AI landscape is becoming more open, more competitive, and more dynamic. This could lead to faster innovation, greater access to AI technology, and a more equitable distribution of its benefits. But it also poses new challenges in terms of security, ethics, and regulation. This is a conversation we all need to be having. What do you think? Is DeepSeek's open-source approach a good thing for the future of AI? Or is it a risky move that could have unintended consequences? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest AI news and trends. It's all about the future, and the future is now.